Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and it's part 8 of our Bring Back Max Power series, where we're continuing our look at the May 1999 edition of Max Power magazine. So why don't you grab a brew or a cold drink or a beer and follow along with me. Just before we open the magazine, why are we bringing back Max Power? Well, quite simply, if you're free on the 23rd of July and can make it to the Staffordshire Showground, you can attend the Max Power reunion show and see some fine cars from back in the day on display. You've got DJ Richie Dawn as well, and you'll have like Charisma, Jamie Shaw from Charisma as well, with some of his project cars from the past. So let's get into part 8 of our Bring Back Max Power series. So we kick off this episode with an advert for Motor World with Drop Dead Gorgeous, Charlie Brown's Auto Stores, or Auto Centres and Rodeo User. Just check out that mobile phone as well, from $69.99. We've got a little mini disc player there. We've got some 14-inch alloy wheels, racing tailpipes, Pico exhausts, speakers. Before moving on to Dynamat, it's Dynamite. So let's see if we can find a specialist in Scotland for Dynamat. So we were talking about Dynamat and specialists in Scotland before I was interrupted. So let's have a look at some specialists. So in Glasgow we have Beavers Car Audio and Drivers. Do you remember any of these companies in Glasgow? Yep, they were the only specialists in Scotland. So that's Beavers Car Audio and Drivers. Next up, we've got an advert for Super Sprint. They were Italian car exhausts. Auto Design Technics, where you could get a free stereo with every purchase from the advert. Are you paying over £300 for your car insurance? Why not contact Privilege? Then you've got an advert for Blitz. High quality tuning parts for Japanese cars. Then we've got Wheel Mania. Specialise in BMW replica wheels, Momos, Mania wheels, Team Dynamics, BSA, Dynatech, and much more. Then a double page spread for Power Zone based in Lancashire. So you've got things like SPAC suspension, Sparco, Momo, X-Power, Super Chips. You've got a Rolling Road, Sportex, Scorpion exhausts, TSW wheels, Momo, KN, 100 plus. Then we have Performance Info. It's just like a guide to performance cars. So let's just select a car popular in the Max Power scene. So let's go with a Fiesta RS Turbo. It's powered by a 1596cc. It's got 8 valves, 4 cylinders, 0 to 60 in about 7.9 seconds. Max speed of 132. At the time, it was insurance group 15. 133 brake horsepower. And let's have one more as well. Let's have a Mazda 323 V6. So that's powered by a 1995cc, 24 valves V6 engine. 0 to 60 in 8.1 seconds. Top speed of 126. Insurance group 14. 147 brake horsepower. So then you've got an advert for David Ogilvy Cars. We are the sole authorised Superchips modem dealer for Edinburgh and Lothians. And were based in Ratcliffe Terrace. advert for Redline Motorsport Engineering, Ross on Y, Turbo Car. And your performance dealer this month is a Rip Speed at Halfords and Altrincham, and a buying guide for a Mitsubishi FTO. Trail Thrash and Dash, quarter-mile journeys. That's an old advert, that. Dates for the Thrash in 1999. March the 7th and 21st, April the 4th, May 2nd, 16th and 30th, June was the 13th and the 27th, July was the 11th and the 25th, August was the 8th and the 21st, which was a Saturday. Most of the times it was always a Sunday. September was the 5th and the 9th, October the 3rd and the 17th, November 7th and the 21st, cold hatches. So that must have been like a, instead of hot hatch day, because it was cold, they'd have cold hatches. And contact William Robertson. Good old Willie Robertson there. Passed away a few years ago, and I believe there will be a memorial meet probably in March for him as per usual. Got peak performance in Millway Sport, tuning equipment. Another more performance info. We've got an advert for 205 GTI, Auto 5, 5 Alive for Renault parts, GT tuning, Renaults, technical tuning, rover tuning. Because yes, you could tune your rovers. You could do your 100, 200, 400, 600, 800 in MGF, Lotus Elise, Maestros and Montegos, Trax Insurance, performance buying info for a Sunny GTIR or a Pulsar, and a Subaru Impreza Turbo. So let's have a wee look at Subaru Impreza Turbo. So at the time, Subaru UK couldn't keep up with the demand for the car, but you could beat the rush and go for an imported model. Go for a 260 brake horsepower WRX, STI, STIR, or a mother of them all, the Wide Arch 22B. All of them have more horsepower than the weary UK spec models and chipped for even more power. At the time, body styling is limited, but twin headlight conversions can be heard from Prima. For the rally look, get a set of gold 17-inch speedlines from ProDrive. Engine mods, Graham Good. What you could pay at the time, you'd be looking at about £15,000 for a big smile on a WRX with 260 brake horsepower. Then we've got an advert for COS, Peugeot Specialists, in Bowness. Turbo Technics, Garrett Main Dealer, Competition Exchange and Hybrid, Super Chips, Coventry Peugeot Specialists, and Peugeot Sport Club. Next up we have the Super Chips directory, so specialists deal in Super Chips. So we mentioned the David Ogilvy cars. In Sussex you had Formula 1 in Brighton. Scottish car enthusiasts and Trains TV Kitten just getting in the way there. We've got Formula 1 Brighton, Adam James Motorsport down in Wednesbury, Gerald Dale Motorsport, North East Rolling Roads we've got DBM Darren Brown Motors, Motorsport Engineering as we mentioned. In Lincolnshire we've got Corton Miller Performance Centre, Redline Motorsport in Cheshire. There's one in Fife for Falkland Performance Centre. Heathrow Motorsport, PTS. Dump Valve, some Bailey Motorsport. High Spec Motorsport. Moving on to the page, we've got A1 Wheel Renovations. Fox Hunter's Tyre Centre, EBC Kelver brakes and brake discs, window tinting nationwide, turn your dreams into reality, King vehicle trimming specialists, zap car thieves with 50,000 volts, really? Radar detectors, auto tints, harnesses and Cobra seats, Scorpion Racing, Mintex G-Tech racing pads. Let's have a look at this Scottish one here. Performance paints, based in Houston Industrial Estate in Livingston. An advert there for Volksbits. There's Charisma Automotive, that's Jamie Shaw's company. Swinton Body Styling. Moving over, we have Armour Glazing Films, Nitrous Express, Car Alarm Warehouse, Clifford Northwest Mobile Fitting, then we come to our usual part of the magazine where it is what we like to say is the old-fashioned compare the market or money supermarket if you were looking for an insurance broker. So let's see, there's Allen and Allen there. Got Island Direct, got Performance Direct, Thames City, Torque Direct. There's a whole page spread for Adrian Flux. 17 plus on little cars and 19 plus on hot hatches. Insurance Supercars by Express. Tits, the insurance that suits. Performance Line, Hot Hatch Direct. High performance, cutting costs to the quick. First Quote Car Line, Better Torque Insurance. Probably the cheapest car insurance in the UK, young drivers, convicted drivers, lady drivers. And I don't know who the company is. It's got a lovely little Citroen AX there. Premium Busters, Hot Hatch Insurance, Gibson Insurance. Keep abreast of the best policy benefits available. Never a bum deal. CIA. Young drivers, convicted drivers. Performance drivers, modified cars, motor trade, motorbike, taxi and private hire. Installment plans. Are you mad or bad? 19 to 21. Squeezing premiums, Ford, Vauxhall, Renault, Volkswagen and Peugeot. And we're going to finish on this double page spread of car insurance adverts. So this is Trident Performance Plus saying don't be a dummy, don't feel a right tit, Herald Direct, We're the Dog's Bollocks and car insurance, Super Schemes at Super Rates, and you've got MC Edwards Insurance Brokers, Torque Direct, Sure Term Direct, and Demon Premium. So, there we go. We are currently in the insurance section of Max Power Magazine. We've just finished that and we'll be looking at some more in-car entertainment in the next part. As well as looking at in-car entertainment, we'll also be choosing our top 5 cars from the speed shop we would have bought back in May 1999. Let's see what beauties we can find in Speed Shop in part 9 of Bring Back Max Power. The next video will probably be, we'll upload in the next week, because our next series of videos will be Cars and Coffee featuring Skoda at the Motorist. And I'm not sure how many parts will be uploaded, but Bring Back Max Power will be back at some point next week for our final part, which will be part 9 of Bring Back Max Power. Don't forget, if you're looking to relive your Max Power experience, then why not have a look at the Max Power Reunion Show on Instagram and see if you can buy tickets for the show on the 23rd of July 2023 at the Stafford Showground, which is in Staffordshire. And there are the Scottish car enthusiasts and Trains TV Cat getting in the way again. So, I'd just like to thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe at Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and we'll catch you in a future video. Farewell. Yep, always the last one.